I want to cover. We weren't allowed. That's why I want to put it out there. That's why activist therapist is on the ground there and sending me videos to post because it's on the ground in real time. And I am one of. It's like I talked to Miss Johnson. I had a conversation with Kendrick Johnson's mother and played the documentary on because this is 9 years later, and we need to. This woman still has no closure. So this is about how do we use our platforms to reach people that maybe 9 years ago had something to say but was scared to come forward. And we're putting it out there. See, I have a mission and I have an idea of how I want to use my platform. And it's no one can tell me how to use my platform in the way they want me to use it as opposed to how I envision using it. And that's what it's about for us. You know, you and I have talked in Cuba, and it's like, this is a distraction. Excuse me. This is a distraction at best. But it's not even a distraction I'm allowed to distract me from the work that needs to be done. At no point is it ever going to be T. Nathan going to come on here crying and talking about, I got to leave the app. No, TikTok can burn down. My grandparents sat at a lunch counter at TGNY. And I know some of y'all don't know what that is because it's old. But they sat there. They didn't move until them people served them. And then they didn't eat the food. They paid for it and walked out and said, we just wanted you to know you will serve us. Now, I'm not going to be crazy enough to eat what you bring out here, but just the idea that you had to serve a black person will stick in your mind, right? And that's why they did not get up, so why am I going to let somebody run me from somewhere when my grandparents didn't run them from somewhere? When people talking about we not our grandparents, I want to tell them, you are so right, you are so not. You are not your grandparents because your grandparents wouldn't be doing this shit. Your grandparents had purpose. Your grandparents stood in their purpose. But right now, it rained too hard. Lex has been literally sent death threats to her home. She had to leave for her very life. People have sent videos to me that the news covered. But you all are talking about Medgar Evers died in his front yard. Yeah. If this is not the work you want to do, step it off. Because I ain't got time. Every time I open the app, some white allies talking about it's too rough for them. I'm black 24/7. Black.
And Ragni, if you want to tag me in a video, that's fine. And I want to keep it real right now with you. Okay, so I've been in this movement since 2014, and in 2014 I started tracking officer-involved shootings on a little spreadsheet, and that is when the Black Lives Matter movement was founded. And in 2015 I started tracking the shootings because I really got my hopes up that after we brought awareness to police brutality, I just knew in my heart in 2015 that those shootings were going to go down. The shootings in 2015 went up. So then I worked harder, and then in 2016 I was tracking them, and I noticed the shootings went up. And so I wrote police reform, okay? And I started calling senators and congressmen and meeting with them and shopping it around, and I hired an intern. And the intern's job was to send my police reform that I wrote to every senator and congressman in the nation. That was her job. That was her only job. Do you understand? And I met with mayors, I met with congressmen, I did calling campaigns, I did email campaigns, I flew around the country meeting with people. And in the meantime, I met the mothers of these police brutality victims. And the mothers always ask me the same thing when their son or daughter is killed. They ask me the same questions, okay? They say the exact same things. They say, why did they kill my son? What's going to happen? Are they going to charge them? Are they going to fire them? And why did they do that? And Lex, why did this happen? And all these things. So I finally wrote a little thing called the Police Brutality Victims Manual, okay? Because every time someone's killed by police, it would trigger me so much. And the minute somebody just got their son's head just got blown off, I'm calling them from Black Lives Matter, and that is not the right time to inform them of the process of everything that's going to happen in that case. So I wrote a manual. So when people tag me constantly and say, hey, Lex, we have another officer involved shooting over here. Lex, we have another officer involved shooting over here. 1,000 people are killed by police by shooting every year. That doesn't count in custody deaths in jails and prisons, and that doesn't count people who are run over, okay? So every day in this country, more than 2 people are killed by police. I get tagged every single time someone is killed. It triggers me and it shuts me down, and regular people see the injustice, but to me, I only see, and no one can disagree with me, I only see that I dedicated 9 years of my life and I'm a failure, okay? And that these people are still dying. We put Joe Biden in the office. We didn't get any police reform. I wrote police reform. We didn't get police reform. I canvassed for Ossoff and Warnock. We didn't get police reform. And making a video on TikTok is not going to do shit. Do you hear me right now? It's not going to bring that man back. It's not going to get those officers arrested. It's not going to get those officers fired. It's not going to make the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act go through. It's not going to give the police less than lethal weapons. I can make a video on my very shadow banned profile. And the reason my profile is shadow banned is because I told the president of TikTok, I don't want white people seeing my shit. Don't make my shit go viral. I spoke with her in her face, and I said, don't put me on the For You. I don't want them seeing my shit, and I don't want them coming to my page. My average TikTok gets like 1,000 views or less, if I'm lucky. So people that want me to make a video, it's not going to go viral. It's not going to bring him back. You have to hit the streets. You have to meet with the mayors, the congressmen. You have to fight our independent civilian review boards that have the power to investigate and bring charges against police. Yes, we're beefing. Black TikTok is beefing right now, and people say, hey, can you focus on police reform instead of beefing? No, black people can multitask. I can call Goddess Mia a tiny head bitch, and I can also call my senator on the same day. So I can beef with someone, and I can affect.
I can be doing it at the same time. and that's what it's about. Lex, that's what it's about. It's like with Julius Jones, right? It's like that family needs you there. They need you there. I don't want to see. I'm so tired of people talking about justice for and justice for this and hashtag this and hashtag that. If you are not motivated to go in your area, people don't realize I'm at city council meeting. I'm asking. Of course, they know I was arrested now, but hell, I'm still there. I still go to city council meetings wherever I live. I still participate in these organizations like the NAACP, right? Even though we have problems, I'm still there. The ACLU, even though I have problems, I'm still there. But this is a people that's what you all don't see. That's what you don't understand. This is not just about TikTok. And like you said, I can walk, chew bubblegum, and cuss a bitch out at the same time. I'm tired of people thinking that black people have to do one or the other, or they see you arguing with somebody and they have the nerve to tell you, well, I just need you to get back to the work. I need you to get the fuck out my face, right? Because at the end of the day, if you got time to say that, you're not looking at the work. You're just looking at the so-called beef. And let me tell you another thing. I'm from the streets. There are only 2 kinds of beef I like. And that's one is on a burger, and the other one was in a casket when I'm at a funeral. So I don't have beef with any of you all. Trust me. So that's the thing I'm so tired of, is that when we see this, black people, we have problems. Yes, but you come in here and say, well, I'm tired of the drama and this is not center, and this is, I'm tired, I'm not learning anything. Go pick up some goddamn books. Go get some books. I suggest physical.
And a couple points here.
$17.99 on Amazon.
People need to learn that if you disagree with someone, you're not in a beef. Hey, if T. Nathan likes Whoopi Goldberg and I don't like Whoopi Goldberg, we don't need to start a beef and start fighting with each other and be like, well, fuck T. Nathan. He likes Whoopi Goldberg. Serious, we're fighting over someone we never met before, and people on TikTok will be like, you know, I really didn't like your take on this. I'm going to start a beef with you. People need to understand you can disagree with someone without beefing with them. That's step one. And when people do call us out our name and disrespect us, as leaders, we don't have to sit there and be someone's punching bag. We don't have to sit there and swallow and eat their shit every day. We have the right to defend ourselves. Also, though, you know, it's just like people, I want you guys to really look. I want you to look at people's pages that are beefing with people, okay? And I want you to look on their page, and I want you to see, is the majority of their content bringing black people, bashing black people, and putting them down, other black creators, or is the majority of their content pushing black people up? Because if you have spent your entire time on TikTok in a TikTok beef and bashing people, you are not about shit. You are not about shit, and you're some top.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you guys tap the screen.
Tap the screen. Tap, 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 tap. Am I frozen, Cuban?
No.
Alexa frozen.
They reported her live.
Yeah, we also cussing too much. Alexa's frozen. The host is away. We'll be back soon. Can y'all see us? Okay.
There we go.
There we go. You back. Oh, she's gone.
No. Yeah.
Do the robot.
But you are so correct in what you were saying, Lex. Like, I mean, there's literally people on here saying you are my content. That's the name of their page. I mean, it doesn't get no clearer than that.
That's it. It's like, you know what? It's like they're obsessed, and it's just like, if all of your content is T. Nathan, if all of your content is Cuban Delay, what the fuck are you doing for society? I'm so fucking bored with seeing your videos. And it's not like they make quality content dragging you guys. It's like grainy. It's like in a dark basement content. It's like creepy. It's like, get a ring light.
Yeah, it's some Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, I don't think
it's some Buffalo Bill content. It puts the lotion on its back.
They're creepy. Anyway, I'm gonna end the live and do a clean talk, but I needed to vent because I just keep seeing people who are in perpetual stalking. Like, at this point, they're stalking you. They're stalking you.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. They're stalking you.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Lex. I appreciate
they're gonna stalk you next just because you had us on here, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking go!
Hey, I I'll be back later because you know I'm OC, right? So when I said OC, I'm not OCD because it's not a disorder. But you be cleaning, and I'll be watching you clean too.
Hey, I just want to say before we go, happy birthday to Trayvon Martin. I just want to say that before we go.
Yes, yes. He be 27 today.
Happy birthday, Trayvon.
Yeah, and his death showed us that we as black people have not come anywhere near as far as we thought we had. And his death, and we will always remember that. We need to focus on that. Today he will be 20. This thing in 21 days from now, on the 26th, will be 10 years since he died.
Nothing but scammers. Man, go away with that bullshit. I also want to say
Scam these nuts.
Yeah. So
the virtual ones. That's the closer you ever getting to them.
Lex, also, you have my number. So if there's anywhere that you need me to be, anything you need me to do off this app, you know, because we clear. We clear where we, you know, what's happening. If you ever need me for anything, you call me.
Next, if you on in March, we're talking about going to Louisville for the second anniversary of Breonna Taylor's death. Her families reach out and they have something planned. So if you want to go, if you're going to come, let us know. We're going to get an Airbnb. We're going to be out there in Louisville for probably the 12th, 13th, and 14th. And it's going to be on a Sunday, the event they have planned, the family has planned. And yeah, well, that's where we'll be. So if you want to join us.
March 12th, 13th. Thank you. Okay. Well, that's close. I mean, that might be close.
I will text you.
Okay.
I will text you as we get more information available. Victoria's there. Victoria's there. Jolly is going to be there. Like I say, I've talked to his family. Talked to George Floyd's brother also. He wants to be there. So a lot of people want to be there. So we're going to just go out there and support them. And I'm not, no matter what anybody say, I'm going to go on official record. If there's a fire, I didn't start it. So,
let's go. Okay. Well, I love you guys. You guys have a good night.
All right. I'll see you later. Peace.
Take me high.